guys, I finally have an update for you guys for astral projection. I know this one guy we used to always he commented like a couple of times like make more videos about this shit, and I've been like shit I'm going to, but I'm just not getting there yet. So I'll explain what happened. Okay. So in the middle, right? Like okay, a couple of months ago, I was doing better in astral projection, right? I was really getting into this, like I explained in my last video, the only video I made, right? Really getting in there, right? And feeling all those sensations, just not being able to pull myself out. And then for some time, since then, right? For some time, like I would say 2 months, right? I lost that part also. I couldn't get back to even that kind of state. It was getting more difficult for me to keep that concentration, and probably because a lot of times I was just giving up, right? It gets kind of hard to hold the concentration for astral projection, right? Like it's a lot like meditation, right? When you're meditating, you're trying to focus on the breath. When you're astral projecting, a lot of times, most of the time, you would try not to move. You would focus. I focus a lot of times just straight, right, from where a lot of people say the third eye is supposed to be. But yeah, I focus there. I do feel that tingly, and I stay with that feeling in my forehead, right? That feeling. I don't know. There's probably no word for it, but that feeling where I'm getting it now because I'm like touching here. That itchy, non-itchy feeling right there, and I stay really in it, right? Since it's a unique, weird feeling, it's easy to stay in it. But after 30 minutes, you start to get tired, right? So I started to lose my concentration powers, as you might call it, and got a little lazy. So for a while, I wasn't really even getting into that kind of stage where I get complete rushes in like head to toe, literally like from the forehead starting down to like back and stuff. More in the back, not a lot in the legs, but then in the feet, right? And so I lost that. But recently, after some time of not doing it, I tried again, and some strange things happened. Okay, so I'll explain. I don't know what it is, if this was astral projection or not. I don't think so, but this is exactly what happened, right? So I was waking up, like I would say freaking like 7 times over the night, right? At least 7 times. 7 times I was waking up. It's a really strange night, right? The whole atmosphere of the night was strange, and it got even stranger. I live by myself now, right? I told you guys my girlfriend moved out, and I have the bed to myself, so it's a little easier. But at the same time, after I woke up 1 or 2 times, the whole atmosphere of the room was starting to change. Not like visually, but the feeling behind it, right? Every time I would wake up, I would be kind of in fear, right? I started to get kind of scared of this presence in my room. And I don't have much light in my room. I have a humidifier that was on that night, and it had like a blue glow, so it was a bit more light than normal. But then I had this, like, every time I'd wake up, I had this presence that there's somebody, something else in the room, right? So I kept on trying to astral project, right? The video I was using was, if you type in guided astral projection, it's the second one down. It's like a picture with a blue man, and it's a guy just speaking you through, like, hi, this is Trom Brennan, and I have helped a lot of people. It's just very generic, but he's good. I give props to that guy. He's good. He goes like down, 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 because that's all I heard through the whole night, right? Because every time I woke up, I kept on putting this back and just like putting the video back on. Like, let me try again. Fuck this, like. Because I was just like hellbound on it, okay? This was just 2-3 days ago. I was hellbound, like I'm gonna fucking get out of my body tonight, right? And after I think the 5th time, what happened, if I had to really put my finger on it, was sleep paralysis, right? I had like these jerky movements of me at like being right by the ceiling, and then I can't go back down. There's no control. I'm like right by the ceiling, and like the next moment I'm like shifted at a different side of my bed, but then I feel like I am there, too. Like my body's there, but I am the presence. Me, what I like, my vision is from here, but my body's there. And then this jerky, really strange, very strange movements in vision, and it was crazy. I was kind of scared, and through while I'm feeling all this, right, my room is different, right? It's still my room, but there's certain parts that are just different. Like the wall has reindeer, I would call it, like little horns, with lights on them. I was trying to concentrate on one of the parts because I wanted to remember, like, what is this shit? Like, why is there, like, my room is like decorated a bit, and things are a little bit more like super high detail. Like, they're insanely high detail. And this is from my peripheral, right? As I'm seeing it, my roof and sides from the corners, there's some decorations and some markings going by the wall, as if there's like encrypted patterns on the sides of my wall, right? Kind of like sacred drawings. At least that's the feeling behind of the whole thing. As if my room got like modified by something in a sacred way, right? So that was going on, which is pretty neat, which is pretty awesome, right? And I was trying to concentrate on separate parts, and this jerky thing kept happening, like few different times. I would be back in my body, or as I would say, because I don't really call it I was out of my body, because I was really expecting me to kind of like float out, like, all this time I haven't really astral projected yet, right? My expectation is me pull myself out gradually and have like control of movement and slowly move away from places like that, but it wasn't like that. That's my expectation. It was not like that at all. What I was facing is like jerky movements back and shift, and at the same time being able to tell my room is insanely high detail and like glamorous, right? I would say the closest thing I can really relate to is being like on LSD, right? When I'm on acid, my room is not decorated, but there is some, like you just see higher detail, right? And if I see like darkness and stuff, I can kind of make it to be geometrical patterns or things that are weaving in and out of it. That kind of sense to it, but still different. But it's more different though. Yeah, it's a little bit more. I don't know. There's more going on feeling wise. There's more going on. I was kind of scared, right? So that's that. Now, I think I fell asleep one more time while that was happening, and there was a moment in time when I think I was awake, but I couldn't move, right? I was actually awake and I couldn't move, and I was scared. So that's why I call it was an astral projection / maybe sleep paralysis. But then after I would say fourth or fifth time, during the last stages, the last few times I woke up, there was just like this strong presence, and I don't know why or where this came from, but I really started to believe that there was about 9 feet tall, right? 8 to 9 feet tall, braided Jamaican behind me. This sounds funny, but I was very positive on it, and I was afraid. I was scared, really scared of this, right? And I pictured him to be behind me, right? So I'm sleeping in my bed, and behind me there's a braided Jamaican, and he's just walking back and forth, and I could feel his presence, feel him walking, not hear the footsteps, but feel him moving, shifting through the room. And this was really scary for me, and to the point where I didn't even want to say it. I didn't even want to say this in this video because I don't want to like put this in my head and then future when I try to astral project have this kind of presence, because it was really scary, right? I was really fucking scared of this shit. So yeah, guys, this is my update on astral projection, and I'm gonna give it a little bit of a break for a couple of days, because or maybe a week or two, because it's just going kind of like, a little bit different direction than what I thought to expect, because I read up on it, I watched some other videos on it of how people what people felt and stuff, and I wasn't expecting this shit. Fuck. So that's that. And to answer one of you guys' questions who asked me, how do you picture the rope so well, and and that is one of the best things you do, is you actually get a rope, right? So I brought it out here. I'll show you guys the rope I have. It's this. So you see, it's a rope I have, and the days you're gonna astral project, what you can do is when you're lying down, just picture it. Look at it, close your eyes, and you can see it. Look at it again, close your eyes, until you can see all the details, right? Take a close look, and then you can drop in and get into it, and you'll have a little bit better to start off, right? And yeah, it helps. So get a rope for yourself, right? That was my last tip. All right, guys, I'll keep you guys posted though as things go, but fucking getting there, like it's gonna happen soon, right? So I'm excited. Peace.